Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a webhook in Clickup step by step. Webhooks are incredibly useful when you want Clickup to communicate automatically with other apps and services in real time. Whether you're building automations, syncing data between platforms, connecting APIs, or triggering actions in tools like Zapier, Make, Slack, or custom applications, webhooks make the entire workflow much faster and more efficient. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to create, test, and manage a webhook inside Clickup without getting overwhelmed by technical settings. So let's jump right into it. First, open your preferred web browser and head over to the Clickup website. After opening successfully, you'll arrive inside your main Clickup workspace. Now, navigate to the specific space, folder, or list where you want to create the webhook. This part is important because webhooks are often tied to specific workflows or task locations. For example, you may want a webhook that triggers only when tasks are created in a marketing project, moved inside a sprint board, or updated inside a support ticket list. Once you're inside the correct location, direct your attention toward the top area of the screen. Look for the Automate button, which usually appears with a lightning bolt icon. Go ahead and click on it. A drop-down menu will appear containing automation-related settings and options. From this menu, select Manage Automations. This area is essentially the control center for automations and webhook management inside Clickup. Take your time here because this is where all webhook configurations are created, edited, and monitored. Once the automation window opens, look for the tab labeled Webhooks. Click on that tab to continue. Inside this section, you'll see all existing webhooks connected to that workspace area. If this is your first webhook, the page may appear empty at first, and that's completely normal. Now, click the button labeled Create Webhook. This will open the webhook setup form. The first field asks for a webhook title. Enter a clear and descriptive name that helps you recognize the webhook later. For example, you might use names like Task Status Updates, New Lead Notifications, or Slack Integration Webhook. Using descriptive names becomes very important once you start managing multiple automations across different projects. Next, add a short description. While this step is optional, it's highly recommended, especially if multiple people work inside the same Clickup workspace. Descriptions help explain exactly what the webhook does and prevent confusion later. Now comes the most important part, entering the webhook URL. This URL is the endpoint where Clickup will send data whenever the webhook is triggered. Depending on your setup, this could be a webhook URL from Zapier, Make, Slack, Discord, a CRM platform, or even your own custom server. Carefully paste the URL into the provided field. Double-check the address for any missing characters or spaces, because even a small mistake can prevent the webhook from working correctly. You may also notice options for dynamic fields. These allow Clickup to pass additional information directly into the webhook payload, making your automations more flexible and powerful. For example, you can include task names, IDs, due dates, statuses, or assignee information dynamically within the webhook payload. To make the setup smoother, here are a few quick tips. By default, Clickup automatically includes the content type header set to application JSON. In most cases, you won't need to change the setting. However, some advanced integrations may require custom headers for authentication or security purposes. If needed, click Add Header and enter the required key and value pairs. You can also add optional URL parameters for additional customization. These settings are mainly useful for advanced API workflows, so don't worry if you don't need them right away. Once everything is configured, click the Test Webhook button. This step is extremely important because it sends a sample payload to your endpoint so you can confirm the connection works properly. If your external service receives the data successfully, you'll know the webhook is functioning correctly. After verifying the test, click Create Webhook to finalize the setup. Your webhook is now active and ready to use inside Clickup automations. From this point forward, Clickup can automatically send real-time updates and trigger workflows whenever selected events occur. It's also a smart idea to document your webhook details somewhere safe, especially if you manage multiple integrations or work with a larger team. And that's all there is to it. You've now learned how to create and configure a webhook in Clickup step by step, so you can build smarter automations and connect Clickup with your favorite tools more efficiently. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.